Thank you for coming. If we could stop talking in the hall so we can begin our special town meeting. Thank you. My name is Buzz Eisenberg. I'm town moderator. There are 4 exits to deputy fire emergency. To leave on, this is a special meeting of, I gotta keep my mouth. The 3rd of May of 2025. It is 9:33 o'clock. I hereby call this meeting to order. There will be a little bit of chatter from the back as people, registered voters, make their way in and get counted. So thank you all for coming. We will start with a return of the warrant reading by Governor Senko, our town clerk.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. To any of the constables of the town of Ashfield and the county of Franklin, greetings. In the name of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, you are hereby directed to notify and warn the inhabitants of said town, qualified to vote in elections and in town affairs, to meet at the town hall in said Ashfield on Saturday, the 3rd day of May, 2025, at 9:30 in the morning, then and there to act on the following articles. There are 3 articles. This warrant was signed by the Select Board on the 14th day of April, and it was posted by a constable on the 15th day of April.
Thank you very much. Yes, we are good. So, as you know, we are going to dispense with the preliminary statements. We'll do that at our annual town meeting, which will take place in about 25 minutes. And we will have a few more details to talk about at that time. But let's get this cooking here. Article 1, broadband fund transfer. Is there a motion?
Mr. Moderator,
Mr. Goodman.
I move the town vote to transfer the sum of $278,500 from broadband retained earnings to the broadband operating budget.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Lennox seconds. An explanation, please, Mr. Goodman.
So there was a deficit of approximately $278,500 in this year's broadband budget. The reasons for that was $231,000 of that is due to a grant that we received, but basically was put in the wrong account. Yeah. So for fiscal 24. So that and basically having a deficit of $231,000. The other piece of that was that last year we wanted to just go ahead and pay off the debt instead of having to borrow just a small amount of money, knowing that we were going to be deficit spending, and then we would try to balance it later in the year, which is what we're doing right now, and that's the extra $47,000. So that's where we're at.
Is there a recommendation by the Finance Committee?
Finance Committee recommends it unanimously.
Thank you, Mr. Discussion. I'm sorry, Bob. I'm sorry, Dave. Did you have something to say?
Steve's mic was on.
Oh. For that, you don't have to say anything.
Yeah. Okay, now.
Is my mic too echoey and too loud?
Yes, a little bit.
Very loud.
A little bit. Okay.
Is that better?
Very quickly, this mic
Come down? Okay.
All right. Discussion about Article 1, broadband transfer. Ready to vote? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Passes unanimously. Article 2 of our special town meeting.
Mr. Moderator.
Mr. Carter, could you use the microphone, please?
Mr. Moderator, I move that the town vote to transfer the sum of $20,000 from free cash to the accounting consultant line.
Fine. Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Goodman seconds. Please, explain.
So last year, finally, we were able to have a contract with a firm for our accounting services, and not only taking care of what was immediate as far as getting ready and set up for fiscal 25, but also to look back at fiscal 24 to make everything was correct. And it ended up even going back into fiscal 23. It ended up to be more work than we originally dreamed it would be, but we had great confidence. We have great confidence that the accounting is correct now, and we know where all the dollars are, and where they should be, and where they're going. So this $20,000 is paid for doing all that back work that we're so glad is done.
Maybe you can come home with me, tell me where the money's going, and how to account for it. Is there a recommendation from the Finance Committee?
The Finance Committee unanimously recommends this.
Mrs. Gardner, thank you very much. Discussion. Are we ready to vote? Yes, we are. On Article 2, this requires a simple majority to approve it. Accounting services transfer. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? That passes unanimously. Thank you. Article 3. Mr. Lennon.
Mr. Moderator, I move to see that the town will vote to transfer a sum of $225,000 from free cash to the highway truck replacement line, and to further vote to rescind the authorization of debt for the highway truck taken under Article 26 at the May 4th, 2024 annual town meeting in the amount of $225,000.
Is there a second?
Second.
Goodgen seconds. The motion is that the town vote to transfer. Please, explanation.
Yes. So as is our practice, or has been our practice, often when we need to purchase capital equipment, we ask the town for debt exclusion vote at an annual town meeting, thinking that that'll allow us to order the equipment, in this case the highway truck. We ordered the equipment, we got it delivered, we had already saved a certain amount of money, and we do this so that we can get the equipment on order. It takes sometimes a year for companies to fulfill those orders. In the meantime, our goal is always to try to save that money up and not have to borrow it. That's what we're doing here. We have the money, we're going to pay for the vehicle outright without having to borrow money, even though it was authorized by the debt exclusion. And we're also going to rescind that authorization to borrow the money at the same time.
Thank you. Is there a recommendation by the Finance Committee? Ms. Pitter.
There is. We recommend Article 3 unanimously 5-0.
Thank you. Unanimous recommendation. Discussion. Mr. Pless. There, folks, there's a microphone here so that we can all hear you and we can record you.
Phil Plesky. Technical question. So we authorized the debt exclusion last year. Did that show up on the tax rate this year?
We never borrowed the money, so it did not show up on the tax rate.
Good question. Any other questions, comments? I'm sorry, Mr. Carter.
That's an excellent question that could stand a little expansion, is that it never hits the tax rate until you start paying the debt back. So if we borrowed it in July, let's say we borrowed this $225 in July, that's fiscal 26. If we did, we'd start making payments in 27, so it wouldn't show up until the 27. So it kind of rolls along. Yeah, the authorization, as Todd explained, is just to get the order in and get it coming.
Thank you, Mr. Carter. Any other discussion, questions, comments? Are we ready to vote on Article 3? Okay. All those in favor of Article 3 as moved involving the highway truck transfer and the debt rescission, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? That passes unanimously. A couple of little things before I ask a motion to adjourn. First of all, if anybody's using the microphone, please do use it. It's not only for amplification for people who have hearing challenges, it's also for recordation, this is being videoed, and that way your comments or questions will be amplified. This is here, this microphone, we'll leave it on. We can line up so that I don't have to keep track of who had their hand up, and I can remember. When we start our annual town meeting, you may want to move forward. If you have any hearing challenges at all, please move forward and fill these seats. That'll be very helpful. While I have the microphone and you're what do you call it, a compulsory, yeah, right, a captive audience, there we go. Our senator, Massachusetts Senator Paul, has been for a while the chair of the 250th commemoration of the American Revolution Committee here in Massachusetts, which has planned and already begun executing commemorative events throughout this year to recognize and celebrate our liberation from tyranny. This year, beginning with the celebration in Lexington and Concord a few weeks back, there were consistent reminders of the colonists who were here who refused to succumb to governmental tyranny, and they sacrificed so greatly to birth a new nation. To commemorate Ashfield's role in standing up to tyranny, Jody Hall sent me a brief description of what took place in the Ashfield town meeting of almost exactly 250 years ago on April 3rd of 1775. And thanks to the records kept by Alexis's predecessor, Henry Sears Rainey, who served as Ashfield's town clerk for 50 years, we know what took place at that town meeting. We know that in March it was decided to organize Minutemen, M-I-N-I-T men, and it decided in March, at a meeting on March 3rd, to spend 6 British pounds to create a very large stock of ammunition to be used should the town's, quote, rights and privileges, civil and religious, end quote, be threatened. Many of you who have been to town reading of The Brittle Thread of Life, Backcountry, a place for themselves in early America by Mark Williams. And he quotes from our clerk Rainey's notes, minutes of the meeting, quote, when someone asked if the town really did mean to spend 6 pounds on ammunition as it voted in March, the town listened, and it voted to spend that much more, 6 more. Although there were some in Ashfield at the meeting who were loyal to the authority of the Crown and the Parliament, quote, an overwhelming consensus had emerged that the opposition to the oppressions of the British Parliament corresponded to our own desire for autonomy and democracy. Ashfield sent its Minutemen to the fighting at Lexington and Concord, but they had to walk there and got there too late. By gathering today, we honor those who imperiled themselves in order to stand up to tyranny. By gathering today, we celebrate self-governance in Ashfield's town meeting. Today, your participation, each and every one of you, in our meeting demonstrates that we still have that continued commitment to the democratic principles for which our forebears gave so much. Thanks to each and every one of you. Do I hear a motion to adjourn this special town meeting?
So moved. Second.
Made and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? We are adjourned. We will reconvene for our annual town meeting in about 13, 14 minutes. Thank you.